Hello YouTube. Today we are going to talk about the Realme Wireless Buds Q and how is the battery life of it, how is the latency of it, how is the sound quality, how is the durability and much more. And despite of having so many reviews online present of these particular wireless buds, I'm making this one because I'm going to talk about these buds from the perspective of an average user and not a prosumer who has got access to many TWS units so that you can make the correct decision. So without further ado, let's start. So these are the Realme Wireless Buds Q which I purchased from my own money, and this video is not sponsored by Realme, so that's a disclaimer I would like to give at the very beginning of the video. So the durability of the case is very good because I have already dropped it twice and it still holds up against it. What I like about this is that the case is pretty good and the design of the buds is also pretty awesome. As for the battery life, now that's something which people are really curious about when they get a Bluetooth headset. So basically I haven't tested the entire case, like the battery life of the buds along with the case, but I have noticed the battery life of the buds individually, and with a mixed usage of calls and songs it easily lasts me 3 hours, and after which I just put them in the case, they get recharged again. And as for the case, I'm not required to charge it for more than let's say more than once every 3 days, and in my opinion that's a pretty decent battery life. And let's get some key specifications out of the way. First of all, it has got a 10 driver, which produces phenomenal sound quality. Like the bass is clear and it's not overly boosted like the Realme neckband. The treble is pretty clear and the highs are also clear, like they don't prick your ear while you listen to them. And the volume, internal volume is pretty satisfactory. You won't find yourself boosting the volume from the phone up to the maximum quite often. Like I have hardly ever crossed half of the volume even in heavy traffic. And as for the microphone quality, like I have to say one thing about them, that first of all, I have used Go Noise X1 Pro of my friend, and the problem with that was that when I used to insert only one instead of both, then the problem which happened was that he explained to me later that one of the earbuds contains the microphone for listening and the other one contains the microphone for noise cancellation. But in this one, it's not the case. You can use them individually for calls, and you will complain people saying that it's not as good as some other high-end Go models. But let me tell you one thing straight off. I have used it for calling and nobody can distinguish between the direct phone call and the ones which I have made using this one. Only when I have told them that they have noticed the difference, and that too while extremely carefully listening to the audio quality, not that in everyday usage you will actually find the difference. One thing I would say is that the noise cancellation in calls is not so great, because while I was conversing with my friends in traffic, they could hear the traffic as well. But to me, my audio quality is more important because generally I make phone calls from my room, and I am not so loudspeakers. So in that case, I wanted a good earphones for calling purpose, and initially I went for the traditional single piece Bluetooth headset because I knew that the microphone qualities in them are decent enough, but I wasn't able to find them in the offline market, so I was not willing to purchase it from the online market because the ones available they were pretty expensive and was going out of budget. So I got these ones and I was pretty skeptical about the call quality of them. But one of my friends was so impressed when I called him with these that he himself purchased it 2 days later. It's so phenomenal, and you can use them individually. That is its biggest point. Like I have also wore them in just one side, and wore the helmet and placed call to my friend while I was riding my bike, and the wind noise was not present. But then again, I was wearing a helmet along with the visor down. So that is a key point to remember here, that visor suppresses a lot of the wind noise present in the calls. And no, it's not illegal to use one Bluetooth headset while driving. because using the phone is a distraction, not using the Bluetooth earset or speaking to someone, because eventually you end up speaking to your pillion or your passenger, co-passenger in cars. So it's not illegal to do so, but it's not advisable because it's ultimately distracting and you might end up in trouble. So don't blame me if you do end up in trouble. And other thing I would like to tell about is it uses the Bluetooth 5 technology, so the range is also pretty good. Like I have placed my phone inside the room, and two rooms apart, which were not drastically distant, but I would say that they were like 20 meters away, and the call was happening without any latency. The or person in the other end was able to hear me properly. So that's one other thing about it. And apart from that, the low latency mode, it really makes a difference. It does, believe me. I was not so sure about it up until I actually used it, and oh boy, since then, whenever I am in a video call, there are times occasionally that the video and the audio goes out of sync, but as soon as I turn on the low latency mode, it just works flawlessly, and the audio and the video syncs like flawlessly. And one more thing, in order to activate the low latency mode, all you need to do is touch both of them together. So that's it. One other thing which I really I don't know if I say I dislike or not is that there's just one LED indicator in here. So the problem here is that it lights red when it's charging, and it turns blue when it's not charging. So there's not any particular battery level indicator in the case itself from which you can know that what is the battery level of the case. And as for the earbuds, it gets shown in the phone, so I am not finding any issue in that. But in order to find that if the case has any charge left or not, I keep an eye that each time after I place the buds inside the case and pull it out, I just take a notice. If the buds haven't recharged, I come to the conclusion that the case has been discharged completely and I need to charge the case again. Apart from that, everything just goes phenomenal. Till now I have no complaints about them. The sound quality is good, the microphone quality is so good, and the best thing I like about them is I can use them individually instead of using them both at the same time, because I really wanted something for calling purpose, and this suffices the need. And I can also use it for calling while driving without any issue. It is also IPX4 water resistant rated, so I'm confident that in a slight sweat or something the birds are not going to be destroyed. uh, Everyone was really talking about how this is not for calling purpose, and I was really skeptical because it costs 2000 rupees, and for an average Indian consumer, getting an earphones worth rupees 2000 is a big decision in times. So you really think while spending 2000 rupees on earphones. But I must say that I am not regretting the decision even once, not even once. Yeah, I would have preferred USB Type C charging, but does that bother me? No, not at all. How is the durability? I would say spot on. The case is so perfect, the magnetic attachments are so satisfying, and they are so seamless that you will not be troubled ever. Apart from that, the sound quality of Realme is something which I've already adored because I have the neckband, but I just got these because I wanted something more portable for calling purposes, because it's not convenient to hang the neckband everywhere. Like if you are roaming around in the office and you want something for placing calls, you really cannot have a neckband hanging around your neck. It's so unprofessional, but these are really good. And the subtle black color, it just disguises itself. It's awesome. Yeah, inside you can see that there is the yellow theme of the Realme, but that's something which has never bothered me, because that's a piece which is always inside your ear. One more thing, when you place this, it just magnetically arranges themselves and align themselves. So that's one more thing which I really like about them. Should you get it? Well, if your priority is calls, then yeah, I would recommend it, because having just one earbuds for the calls and not having the other person constantly poke you that please speak a bit louder, because using these I have been told to speak softer. Can you believe it? I was told to speak softer instead of louder. So that good is the microphone reception of these earphones. Yeah, I do occasionally listen to music from these as well, but my primary purpose was calling, and it suffices it flawlessly. So I'm pretty happy with the purchase decision, and I would recommend others to get these for calling purposes if that is the sole purpose they are looking in the market for a TWS for, because you will not complain. Yeah, if you are constantly in a noisy environment, then unfortunately you will have to boost your budget. You do not have an option, because under 2000 rupees getting a TWS unit with a perfect audio and noise cancellation, I don't think that's possible from a perspective of engineering point of view, because it requires sophisticated technologies to manufacture things so small. So with that, I would like to conclude the video. Please give a thumbs up if you like the video. Please subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you guys next time.